Oh yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm not. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh. Don't slam the door. Sick of people slamming doors around here. Whew.
They're both putting their neck out there. They're going in the octagon. They're jumping in the ring, right?
I mean, they're doing better than Musk and Zuckerberg, that's for sure. At least they're getting to the octagon.
That's a good point. They never got there, did they?
So weak. So weak.
If you're going to call somebody out and you say you're going to meet in the octagon, go meet.
Exactly.
I asked Dana White about it last time he was on, and he said, oh, it looked like it was going to happen, but I guess not.
No,
Hey,
I know.
That'd be pretty cool to see. All right, occasionally something comes along in life that changes the game drastically for the better.
Looking when they
like a
see a
jet
car
engine,
backing up.
microwave oven, imagine life without them, or a cell
Supposed
phone.
to see when there's a car backing up, you're supposed to wait. But this stupid bitch neighbor that this client has doesn't fucking look.
New gun safe design.
Fucking
It falls into
ridiculous.
this category. They call
You know,
it Safe X.
I can't
It
see
means you can
behind
get the
me.
anti-pry protection and
Especially the
security
sun
of
right
safes that cost thousands more for a fraction of the cost. As a matter of fact, right now for only $749. By the way, that's the cheapest I've ever paid for a safe of this quality. You can get Rhino's most popular, full-size, fire-rated SafeX gun safe, and they'll curbside deliver it right to your home. And you can see just how great these safes are. Just go to their website. It's rhinosafe.com, RHINOSAFE, spelled like the animal, one word, rhinosafe.com, and see their side-by-side price test. And you'll see Rhino safes and SafeX outperform other brands costing 5 times as much. You're saving a fortune. And by the way, right now there's safes and vault doors on sale. Other ones, once they get Rhino metal safes are better in every way. They have the best warranties, the best support. Rhinosafe.com, that's RHINOSAFE, one word, .com. All right, Linda, what else is happening in the world? How was your Thanksgiving? I didn't ask.
I was very, just so sad about everything that's happening in Israel, and I hate to bring like Debbie Downer, but all I could think about was these poor families and just how much they're missing their loved ones, and all the news that was coming out around it. It was just heartbreaking, and then seeing all the crime on Black Friday, and people are shoplifting from stores that are already giving you half off, and I'm like, what? Like, so it's just, so everything is just broken. It's broken, and everybody's out of their minds. I'm like, shouldn't there be some kind of like redemption phase, like we're heading into Christmas? Nobody wants to do the right thing. Nobody has a moral compass anymore. It's just like, I don't know. It just brought me down.
Oh, you'll get this. The Canada's Human Rights Commission suggested Christmas and Easter holidays amount to systemic religious discrimination. Is that enough?
That's enough. I mean, I'm just sick of these people. I'm so sick of it. Everything is systemic.
Okay, good answer to them.
I'm sick of it.
There was a Nike store in L.A. pillaged by a flash mob for $12,000.
Yes. Did you see this? That's the exact store I'm talking about. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, there's no part of you that thinks, like, this is the thing, right? Like, in every group, there's one or two, right? There's, yeah, let's do it. There's not like 1, 2, or 3 going, guys, they're like super wrong. Like, nobody in this group is like, that's just wrong. There's no accountability. There's no policing. There's no nothing. And then the store owners and the employees are like, oh, no, we can't do anything. The owner said we can't do anything. And, they might kill us. And, like, I'm like, I don't want anybody to lose their life over merchandise. But my point is, like, I don't know about you, but when I grew up, it was like, if you stole anything, like, you're a kid, you're standing in front of the candy in the front, and, like, you take one, and then your mom or dad's like, no, put it down. Don't take, we're not getting that today. And, like, sometimes you walk out with it in your pocket because you're 3 or 4 years old, and your mom or dad makes you walk back in and give it back and say you're sorry. It's like a life lesson. They don't have any of it.
You'll love this story. We have in the state of Wisconsin, Congressman Mike Gallagher talked about this, his outrage. They have a Satanic Temple Christmas tree display at an annual festival in his hometown of Green Bay. Now, the people of Green Bay are just salt-of-the-earth people. Most of them have an ownership stake in the Packers. Okay? I'm just telling you, this is just, I think this is just sick people that want attention. Don't you?
Yeah. They're farming it in. They want people to think that the bedrock of America is somehow corrupted by the wokeness of the left that has taken over the fringe of the nation. And the long and the short of it is this. There is only so much that people will take before they say, that's it, that's enough.
Chet in Florida, the free state of Florida, next on the Sean Hannity Show. Chet, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I appreciate you taking my call. Hope you and the crew had a great holiday weekend.
Yeah, got a good amount of time off for me, which was kind of refreshing. But I was working a lot of the time, too. I got this big debate on Thursday. Had a lot of reading to do.
Before I get to my point, real quick, Walmart. I was there the other night, and two teenage boys, looked to be about 18, 19, tried to walk out wearing the Grinch Christmas slippers, and they just run into a group of 8 Marines, and they pushed the lady greeter check person down, and the Marines pretty much took attention and said, try. So that was fun to watch.
But, you know, whenever I see somebody just stand up for an innocent person, it does warm my heart. We don't see enough of that, do we?
No, we don't. Anyway, to my point, one thing I haven't heard anybody talk about is the way the CIA and the DOJ and the FBI have come after Trump, even when he was in office. Trump wins, it terrifies me what they may do or try to do to prevent him from actually taking office. Your opinion?
What do you mean by that?
They will somehow physically stop him from taking the office.
I don't think they'll be able to. How do you pull that off?
I hate to say it, but I was in Fort Worth when they took out Kennedy. And I'm convinced beyond belief that the CIA had something to do with that. And that's from people I know that were in the government.
It's interesting because Meathead actually said that he knows the 4 people and he's going to name them responsible for the death of JFK. Okay, not that I ever care about what Rob Reiner, he's a radical leftist, would have to say. But I do believe that there is something, or has to be something, in the information that the government has that they were already supposed to have released as it relates to JFK's assassination. It must be something in there they don't want the public to see, because every time they get close to releasing it, they don't do it.
Well, that's right. Okay, if you really dig deep, and I mean 100% deep, there was people on that the grassy hill, the knoll.
Right. By the way, I've been down there. I actually did a feature on it with Mark Furman. We're trying to figure it out like everybody else.
There was people pointing behind the bushes saying gunshots were coming from that way, and the police pushed them away from there and just shoved everybody away. And several of the witnesses claimed that mysteriously passed away within the next month. And that is information that you dig into at the time.
Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate the call. I wish I could give you more information on it. I don't know what happened, but it's certainly odd how the government handled it. Anyway, 800-941-SEAN is our number if you want to be a part of the program. I'm beginning to think RFK Jr. may be right. Why won't they release it? Why didn't they release it? It's twice been scheduled to be released and it got put back. All right, Chris is in New York on the Sean Hannity Show. Hey, Chris, how are you?
Hey, Sean, great to be with you today. How are you doing?
I'm good. What's going on, sir?
Hey, listen, I got a question. You know, with everything that's going wrong in the country, with the immigration problem, the border, fentanyl, we got wars. Let's say Trump does get into office. What does that fix look like? Is it possible for him to even get people to come together to fix and make the hard decisions? And let's face it, there's going to be some hard choices that have to be made to fix the country and fix everything that's going on. Now, that being said, do you think it's even possible that the Democrats and Republicans in the Senate and Congress can come together to work with this president and let him make the hard decisions that need to...
Well, there's a lot that he can do. Like, for example, all the border policies of Biden have not been done with the approval of Congress. And he could just go back to his policies on the border. He can go back to his policies and lift the restrictions on energy production that Joe Biden has put in place. I mean, those are things that he can do in terms of foreign policy. You know, Trump's going to be Trump, and he's going to deal with Putin and Xi and Kim Jong-un and the mullahs in Iran a lot differently than Joe Biden is.
You know, immigration problem, like if he starts to do...
Well, we didn't have this problem when he was president. It was a lot less severe, wasn't it?
Right, but he's got to clean up this Joe Biden mess, and there may be deportation. I mean, are they going to vilify? I mean, look how they demonized him just because he wanted to send an...
Of course they're going to vilify. If people are in this country illegally, and they've been led in by Joe Biden, and if there's any effort by anybody ever to remove people that didn't respect our laws, orders, and our sovereignty, they're going to be screaming bloody murder that Republicans hate human beings, that they're racist, that they hate families and children and women, etc. That will be their mantra.
Do we think everything's fixable? Do you think it's possible, Sean?
I don't know how you undo the mess of what will be at the time 10, 12 million illegal immigrants just under Joe Biden allowed into the country. How do you find them? Number one. How do you deport them? Number two. It's a mess. And by the way, it seems to have been done deliberately, and they continue to lie about it by telling us the border is closed and the border secure. They repeat that mantra day in and day out. They've lied to us repeatedly. I don't know. Anyway, good call, man. Appreciate it. Chris, Maryland, next, Sean Hannity Show.
Sean, hey, how are you, man?
Good, what's going on?
Yeah, perfect segue. You just mentioned 12 million around illegals in here. I just wanted to make the point that during basically 1892 to 1954, that was the number that they let in here for Ellis Island legally. And now Biden has done that in 3 years, what it took them 50-something years to do back in the day.
I know a lot about Ellis Island because I have the original, not the original documents, I have copies of the documents of my own grandparents, all four of them coming into America legally, coming through Ellis Island.
Think about that. Think about that number, though, what you've done in 3 years. And can I just finish with a Reagan quote real quick?
You bet.
All right, here we go. I've noticed that everyone who is for abortion has already been born.
That's a good line. That's a really good line of Reagan. The most profound that I think timely, on top of the one you gave, is freedom is but one generation away from extinction. I've never felt the sense that America as we know it is just fundamentally being torn apart. And our systems are being torn apart. Our fundamental belief system is torn apart. And the desire to change this country at the deepest level is very, very real. But we can see already, 3 years of Biden, what it has done to the economy, what it has done to our borders, what it has done in terms of energy dependence, what it has done to the inflation rate, what it has done to pretty much, I can't name a single Biden policy, not one policy that I can say is successful, that has benefited we the people. Anyway, appreciate the call. California, Jeff, 1 minute left. It's all yours, sir. Go.
Hi, Sean. It's a pleasure to speak with you, and your staff is great, by the way.
I'm pretty fond of them also.
Yeah, they're good people. So I just wanted to highlight some blue state idiocy. I think you reported on the I-10 going up in flames a couple weeks ago. So basically they had all these homeless encampments and, pallets and everything under these freeways, and it caught on fire and shut down the tent. Now, anyone who doesn't know, LA is horrible to drive in, and then all of a sudden you lose the tent. It's just an absolute nightmare. So they let all that stuff happen, and then they had to get to work cleaning that up and trying to fix it. So all over LA, they had these signs that were bragging about how it took days, not weeks, to clean up, even in Long Beach, nowhere near where it happened. So all over LA, they're bragging about it. And then as you get to the actual stretch where it burns, there's signs that then direct you off the freeway if you're a heavy truck. So they're all over LA about the problem that they caused, allowed to happen, and then someone fixed it up. And if it says, that sounds safe to you.
I didn't hear the last part of the question. Say that again.
I just said if, you're driving on the freeway and it's directing heavy trucks to get off, does that sound safe to you?
Not really, no. It does not. And, look, I used to be one of these people, very selfishly, that got annoyed when I'd have to pass an 18-wheeler, like, in a heavy rain, because, it would be hard to see through your windshield and try to go a little faster, to get around the truck. It was probably doing the speed limit. At the time, I had a heavier foot. I'd kind of go the speed limit now, just as a matter of being a safer driver. I'm more mature, but anyway, and then I realized one day, I'm like, man, if you really think deeply about it, every item you buy and every store you go to is there because of those trucks and those truck drivers and that hard work. And so I'm very grateful to truck drivers, very fond of them, and they're such a vital part of our economy, and I feel bad for them because they've now suffered through the worst recession in decades. Anyway, my friend, appreciate the call. Toll free, it's 800-941-SEAN if you want to be a part of the program. As 9/11 illnesses continue entire generation that knows little to nothing about our nation's darkest day. I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. My own daughter was born 13 days prior to 9/11. Anyway, the Tunnel to Towers 9/11 Institute has been launched to right this wrong and help educate kids, kindergarten through 12th grade, all about what happened that day where we lost 2,977 of our fellow Americans. They have their nonfiction first-person accounts go through videos that they're Discovering Heroes book series. These accounts are moving, they're unparalleled, they're educational. The Institute offers full curriculum units with scripted social studies, lessons, activities, backgrounds for teachers. They have a speakers bureau for classrooms with access to 9/11 first responders, survivors, and loved ones. They have a mobile exhibit, a tractor trailer that's an interactive museum with 9/11 artifacts. And don't forget about the Russell F. Siller Memorial Scholarships. That's for kids, program recipients who are exemplary high school students that are prepping for college. And never forget, you got to educate future generations. Anyway, I hope you'll join all of us here at Team Humanity to help this great organization out. Just go to their website. They're asking everybody to commit $11 a month. And you can do so by going to their website and signing up, letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org, the Tunnel to Towers movement.
The radio show the mainstream media loves today. This is the Sean Hannity Show. Sean Hannity.
Hi everybody, I'm Kathy Lee Gifford, and I've been blessed to have a wonderful career for a lot of years. People still come up to me all the time and they go, "How are you, Kathy Lee?" I hear, "Oh." And I laugh and tell my I'm still going strong, still taking my balance of nature every day, and telling all my friends and loved ones to do the same. Because it's balance of nature, changing the world, one life at a time.
Start your journey to better health with Balance of Nature. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com to get 35% off your first preferred order with free shipping and our money-back guarantee. That's 1-800-246-8751. Go to balanceofnature.com or call 1-800-246-8751 and get this special offer by using discount code KLG.
Don't you hate it when you wake up and realize you've missed breakfast by only a few minutes? At Jack, breakfast shares no limit. For only $4.50, you can make any time breakfast time when you get 2 of the new breakfast bagels with freshly cracked eggs and melty American cheese on a toasted bagel.
How's your money feeling?
It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Alliant Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 12-month terms and only $1,000 minimum. And the happiest part? Alliant certificates yield 5.25% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/alliance. That's ALLIANT. Send the tour up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal